Hi, it's me again with Corel Doll Tips and Tricks. Making a shield and maybe looking something like rivets on the shield. To make a shield, and I've made videos on this before, take a ellipse and then holding down the control button to go to halfway to that midpoint. And then Control D and make a duplicate and then move these down. Well, I need to move them up to make the shield right there. And you can change anything to make it better or worse or bigger or littler, and then fill that in with the Smart Fill tool. So we got our shield shape. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to left click, right click. I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour twice to the inside at 1 inch. And that gives us these 3 lines. I'm going to go up to Object and break contour apart. I'm going to select them all. I'm going to go up to Object and ungroup them. And by doing that, let's see how big this thing is. I need to change my nudge factor like to 16 inches. I'm going to get that center line and move it out of the way. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill this in with a black. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to go down and get like a gold color. And then I'm going to nudge that out of the way to get rid of my outline, because when you do the Smart Fill tool, it leaves the outline. Now we're going to go and and remember I'm nudging the whole time. I'm going to go to Effects and I'm going to go to Bevel, and I'm just going to bevel like 1 inch to the inside. Just give it a little bit of bevel. Now I can take this back and nudge it right back on top. It's behind it. So I'm going to go to Object, Order, Front of Page so I can see that. Now we're going to make this rivet, and hopefully you have more artistic ability than I do to do this. We're going to get that same gold for a second. I'm going to take away the outline. So I just have that. There's several ways you could do something. Because we have the bevel tool on, we're going to turn that bevel into a bevel, the outside of that. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Let's back up here and only make it 0.5. And you don't have to, well, that'd be pretty cool in itself. Well, what did I do different? Well, I don't want that. I don't know why changing that. I had 1 inch. What did I change? Let's try that again. Let's make an ellipse. Make it that gold look. Take away the outline, or just nudge this. Whoop, too far of a nudge. Let's just nudge this over. Well, let's get rid of the outline. Now let's bevel that 1 inch. Wow, what am I doing? What's the setting? Maybe it was 0.1. There we go. So I need to make it like 0.05. I just want a little bit of a bevel. That's really still too much. Let's go back up here. And you don't have to do this bevel point, but I think it's going to add to it a little bit. Now we're going to take another ellipse and get right to the center of this, holding down the Shift and Control button. We're going to get right to the edge of that button or bevel. Let's make it that gold too. Let's take away the outline. I need to remake a no fill up in here. Now we've got it selected. We're going to go to the interactive fill tool and just wipe across and then make it elliptical. Try to get it in the center or as close to the center as you can. Let's take a little darkness and put it right there. Let's bring this, you know what, that doesn't look half bad. No, I don't like it. Let's put a little gold to it. And remember that you could take the control button when you have this selected, and just add a little black by holding down the control button. See how it's just giving it a little bit of a black to the center? And let's call that good. That's good enough. Now we need to group this together. Control G. It is 0.62 inches big. I'm going to take another circle, 0.63 inches big. I'm going to make it black, take away the outline. I'm going to go up to Effects and Blur and Gaussian Blur, like that. Now I'm going to take both these and go EC. Now that's on top, so I'm going to go to Object, Order, Back a Page. Whoop, sometimes that's going to happen. You know what, I'm going to change my nudge factor back to like 1 inch. Move that out of the way. Take this and go Order, Back a Page. The reason it didn't go is because I had them both. So that's going to give a little bit of a shadow look. And you could actually, let's take that shadow back off. And let's take our nudge factor, remember 1 inch, 0.01. And let's move it down and over just a little bit. Now set your nudge factor back on 1 and take this. And that way it kind of looks like a shadow. And yours might hopefully look better than that. Now I'm going to group everything together. And if you remember that line that we put, I can use Object to Path. Let me close these dockers. I've got this selected. I'm going to go ahead and Shift select the line. And I'm going to go to Object to Path. And let's put 12 of them. Takes just a second. Now they're the new item, so we got to go to Object, Order, Front of Page. Now take away our line. And our rivets really aren't quite big enough, but looks pretty real. Well, Object to Path kind of changed the shadow to the top, but as long as, well, so it kind of rotated them. And I think in the way inside Object to Path, you could rotate them, but that looks pretty good. I would have made them a little bit bigger like I did in my first one. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.